Gotta make sure the do-rag straight because you know I gotta keep it for the culture. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, dogs, fish, animals of all kinds, any gender you want to identify as. This is that time of the night. Once again, this is Heat Check. I am your host, the man with the good head on my shoulders because I have no neck to support it. The neck romancer, the other man of the other hour, the neck brow raising boulder, Mr. AC Smooth. Along with me, I have my two co-hosts for the moment until Breon makes his way to the pod. First off, I have the angriest grandpa in the entire world, Mr. Old Man Jenkins James. Along with him, I have my boy from middle school, Mr. Golden Ace. What's going on, y'all?
Not much. I'm good. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. We got a lot to go over. I'm gonna do my sharing real quick because I do want to share something that Tori actually sent to the group. So I want to start the show off with that, but let me go ahead and do my sharing real quick, and then we'll get there.
You want to start the show with what?
Who is that?
Donovan, can you mute yourself? It's really loud.
Hey, Donovan. Okay.
So, were you talking to Carol? That's what were you talking to Carol?
What? I couldn't hear you over here. What?
You said we were talking to Carol.
Yeah, she came in here and said that. She said she had fun with Jeff and the two guys know each other. That's good.
Yeah.
That's still some dog. That's some hours with that one. You've seen him once. Probably not going to win this game. I mean, it's not over yet, but.
Take them over there or what?
Huh? Yeah.
All right. So, to start off the show, I wanted to, we had some unfortunate news come out tonight. So, we're going to start off with this message from our very own Tori Carlisle. So, I'm going to turn this down real quick while Donovan is trying to handle some technical difficulties.
Yeah. He needs to go on mute.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody. This is Tori. Representing Resolution. We are saddened to know that we lost Pedro Morales, a WWE Hall of Famer. He was the first ever, according to the WWE, a Triple Crown champion. He's a former WWE champion. He's a former WWE United States champion, Intercontinental champion, and multiple-time World Tag Team champion. His career has spanned several decades before retiring in 1987. He teamed up with the likes of Dusty Rhodes, been in the ring with guys like Freddie Blassie and others. He was one of the greatest of all time. My heart goes out to his family. My heart goes out to those who have been his fans for years. My heart goes out to those who know this man for years. Pedro Morales is a multiple-time champion, and as a fan of wrestling myself, he will be missed by everyone. So if you wanted to know more about Pedro Morales, I would urge you to go to online and do your research on this man. He's a great champion, one of the greatest of all time. And to the fans, for those of you who know about Pedro Morales, please educate some of us who doesn't know about him. And for anybody else who want to know about Pedro Morales, I urge you to go online and do your research. You're a legend.
All right. So that was the unfortunate news that we had got I actually got this when I was leaving. Hold on, I'm about to change it to something real quick. So I had unfortunately got this announcement when I was at the gym earlier today, and I saw that, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't personally know too much about Pedro, but seeing another legend die, and I know I gotta do more research on who he is and everything. But this really sucks to see. What are y'all thoughts here? I know James might know him more so. Any thoughts here, James? James.
Donovan. I'm just gonna touch. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm working with a headache right now. That background noise does not help.
Yeah. James, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on the passing of Pedro Morales?
He was a tremendous wrestler, and he will be missed. Multi-time tag team champion. Ever at the top 10.
What's up?
I'm in the same boat as you. I only know Pedro on reputation alone. I don't know that much about him personally. I know the name and just what he's done. But my heart goes to anybody who knows him personally and that's willing to watching him. Hope they find comfort in their time in
Yeah. Jamie actually said that he paved the way for Latinos in wrestling, so that's something that really hurts in that demographic. So you're talking about your Andrades, your Rey Mysterios, your Lucha House Parties.
Yeah.
And even outside of WWE, you still have like a lot of names that are from that area, from the Mexicos and Latin Americas, your Lucha Brothers, LAX, Humberto, and Mendoza and everything like that. So that's really a huge list of people there that let me tell you, yes. So that really hurts in that sense as well. So we'd like to extend our sincerest condolences to the family of Pedro Morales and all the family and friends that are affected by this.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so we're gonna get started here with SmackDown Live. And boy, did we start off with a bang, because we started off with the Queen. The Queen. Show some respect when you're talking to the Queen. Woo! Boy, oh boy. I want James to go ahead. I just need to hear James. Jamie is really just aching for your pain, because we all know that James is just going through right now because Becky Lynch has been suspended for 60 days, or has she? And then she was replaced by the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Woo! I just felt that one. I just need to get that woo out of me. So James, how you feeling? No.
They're not gonna win this game. I know Duke. I know us. I know it's when we're consistent. I know we're not winning it.
Everybody knows she's not suspended. So
she is suspended. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
That is true. Oh, that's ain't no one. But it's true though.
You sat there and assaulted Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Did you not expect to get some kind of repercussions?
But listen. Do you guys remember back in 1998? It was Sergeant Slaughter. No, Austin will apologize. You see, do I wrong with this?
I don't know, man. I was too busy in my sandbox. It's a long time ago, man. I was like too busy worried about pacifiers and whatnot. I wasn't that young, but you catch my drift.
And then back in '03, Daniel Bryan, they doing the same thing what Daniel Bryan did.
Wait. 03. Daniel Bryan wasn't even in the WWE in 03. He had long gone from his tryout time with WWE at that time.
I'm at 04, like that. I don't know.
04? Daniel Bryan was in Ring of Honor in 04. You mean 14?
Yeah.
How did it take you 2 tries to get 14?
I don't know, man. 04 and 14, they sounded like.
Yeah, whatever.
If anything, to be honest, this is all really just the same story. We've seen it before. Who remembers WrestleMania 20? Benoit, Shawn, and Triple H.
30.
What is that?
And 32.
No, it was WrestleMania 20.
Oh yeah, 20, 30. You name like this. This is something we've seen time and time again. I mean, I'm enjoying it either way, but still.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you get heel Charlotte back first of all.
I want more sadistic heel Charlotte though versus just name brand heel Charlotte. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always prefer heel Charlotte. Babyface Charlotte is like Randy Orton.
Nobody cares about Charlotte, so let's not talk about Charlotte, okay?
I love Charlotte Flair. Woo!
Yeah, I got to see her live twice. I got to see when she was NXT champion, and when she was women's champion.
I'm going to say that I don't think I have had that luxury.
You have.
I might have the last SmackDown I went to.
I saw her when she main evented in LA against Sasha.
Oh yeah, that was great.
But still, my point is, I just realized something else in store with that. I got to see her hit one of her classic moonsaults that everybody loves.
Her moonsaults are iffy.
Still,
At me.
At the time, they were gorgeous.
I mean, at one point in time, Tamina could do a good Superfly splash.
Yeah.
I want to tell y'all something. After last night, my Twitter, my Facebook page, there was a lot of people pissed off, and so am I.
You know, thank you, James, for bringing that up because that is a good point. And this is what I actually said because we like to talk about how sometimes there's a lot of times where Vince does things where it's like, why did you do this? It makes no sense. If I had a hat on right now, I would tip it off the Vince right here because this actually works. It not only because I had to make sense of it for myself before because like at first I didn't like it, but then I just sat there and thought I was like I got to make sense of this, and then the first thing that came to my mind was there wasn't a legit heel in this story.
Oh my God!
That is very true. No, James, he's not wrong.
So so adding Charlotte already. He already knew the fact if he added Charlotte to the storyline, it's going to make them hate her even more. Boom. So what do? He add him in there. And so now this actually helps Becky even more because it gives the fans that much more reason to be behind her.
Sometimes they needed more reasons.
I mean, she didn't, but I mean, might as well just add some more to it. It's like a piece of chicken that doesn't really need much more to it, but you just find something else that just makes it even much more better.
And then why they added Charlotte is because Charlotte is going to eat the pen and keep Ronda's.
That leads to the second thing, because now Ronda doesn't have to be in the decision now. How you doing, Jane? So adding her to it, you don't have to need her in the decision. So if they want to go with Becky winning, she can pin Charlotte. But I'm not counting out the possibility that Charlotte's going to win. Because remember, if Charlotte wins, the next title Charlotte wins is a record. Not that she needs it so early, but she's a Flair.
Yeah.
And if she wins that, she's only halfway to that 16. Woo!
Why would she need 16?
I don't know. I don't come up with this stuff. I just tell you all what I think.
Like, no, like, when I say that, I don't mean it. I mean no offense to women's wrestling anywhere. I'm just saying, in WWE, was she gonna break her own father's record? Women's title is a world title. It's not. It's not though. They don't consider that. They don't say the women's world championship.
Well, don't want.
You remember when I went back? You remember the first thing I said about us talking about Vince, about how he does things that just don't make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're back there. We're back there now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
With Charlotte winning 16, with Charlotte possibly winning 16. If they do that, I just don't get it.
I'm quitting. I'm done.
Why does she need 16 world titles?
She doesn't. That's the funny part.
Not even 16 world titles, 16 women's championships.
Shut up, Jamie.
I'm done.
Jamie said that stat give me a neckgasm. I can't feel those, so I don't know how those work. But I love the way she gloated, and she just like picked on the fans because she knew the fans were just gonna they're gonna hate me for this. I don't care.
Can we move past this crap? Because no one wants to hear it.
I'm sorry. I just have to. I have to respect the queen. We are not worthy.
We don't give a crap about the women's title, SmackDown women's title, do they?
No, that was the thing that I just noticed. And this is something that's been bugging me. Because this has been going on since after WrestleMania last year. The fact that they took away not having brand exclusive pay-per-views, there's always going to be something left off. So now, that's not being defended. That's not being defended.
So Asuka wins the title,
and nothing happens.
Exactly, nothing happens.
I mean, look at the U.S. title. I mean, matter of fact, scratch that. Just look at anything not the top titles in the company. Unless Becky, Ronda, or Charlotte is carrying it. And this is why I'm still concerned about the women's tag team titles. I'm not sure if they're going to do right by these titles. I mean, we're now just starting to see them do right by the men's tag title. How am I supposed to just say, oh yeah, they're going to do great with this women's tag title?
Why don't you just give it, let it play out and stop bad mouthing it until just. I'm
not bad mouthing it. I'm just saying I'm skeptical about it.
He's doing the same thing I'm doing. We're anticipating the inevitable.
Because what the thing, my issue is, this James, we talked about this. When we first started hearing the rumors about it, they don't have especially now with the dual branded pay-per-views, you can only fit so much into 4 hours.
Yeah. But here's my thing. What they plan on doing, whoever It's gonna go from SmackDown to Raw next season. They're gonna go back and forth.
And that's fine and dandy, but at the same time, let's just go down the list because now they're starting to put the cruiserweight titles on the pay-per-views now. So you got the cruiserweight titles, you have the Universal title once they get it off Brock, and that's another thing. Brock, we haven't even seen Universal title get defended on these V-level shows. What are you gonna do if Seth Rollins beats Brock at WrestleMania? So you got that. You got SmackDown Heavyweight title.
Seth is beating Brock. If Seth doesn't beat Brock, he may go on hiatus from WWE.
He might be going on hiatus from WWE because I'm calling now early.
All right, so that's 3. Hold on, because I gotta go down. I gotta go down this list. So that's 3. You have the U.S. title. That's 4. And a Continental title. That's 5.
Well,
you have
elevate that once he wins it.
You have SmackDown and Raw titles. SmackDown and Raw tag team titles. You have SmackDown and Raw's women's titles. That's 9, and I want to say I forget. No, I think that's it. So that's 9, and so that's just 9 titles there. So if you're putting these titles on consistently, that's 9 matches already, and then they already like to add little random grudge matches on shows.
Like, are you talking about at Mania?
No, I'm just talking about a regular pay-per-view. 9 matches for a regular pay-per-view was a tad bit too much. I'm just keeping it real.
It would be cool, but that'd be a long ass PPV.
I mean, exactly. So it's just like he's here now.
Maybe it's gonna be like 5 hours anyway.
But 9 titles, though, that'd be like a 8-hour show if they do it right.
Exactly. So here, my issue is like that's what made things a little bit more interesting with having brand exclusive pay-per-views because now you get to write these other stories that you don't get the chance to do because you don't have the time to put it on pay-per-views.
They kind of null and void Survivor Series, though.
They didn't really kill. I mean, that didn't really hurt it because they still did the brand supremacy thing, which we're not going to talk about last year's Survivor Series because that's going to make me mad.
But that was the big selling point of Survivor Series. Oh, brand versus brand. Now everything is brand versus brand.
I mean, it made everything that much more special when you had the big 5 pay-per-views and they had everybody on the same on the same pay-per-view. So now every pay-per-view just feels the same. Yeah. Except for Royal Rumble WrestleMania, but that's just because they're that. Even Survivor Series feels like a B-level pay-per-view at times. And you know what's bad with Survivor Series doesn't feel like a big 5.
We got to do a prediction show.
I might be able to do that.
You should be able to do it. You definitely should. They'd love to do it.
So yeah, that might be able to happen. So that's just something that's been bugging me about that because like and James, believe me when I say this, I want the women's tag titles to be successful. I want everything about WWE to be successful. I'm a WWE person at heart first. I love New Japan. I love what AEW is doing, but WWE is my first heart.
Oh, you're right. You're worse than I am. I mean, yeah, I agree. What?
Chris, you missed it. I played this entire video at the beginning, but if y'all stick around, I might be able to play it at the end too. For those who missed it. So we just finished talking about the Queen Charlotte, Breon.
SmackDown, dog.
Okay. Well, Charlotte pretty much was just like teasing the fans because she replaced Becky Lynch at the match.
Shut up, Batman.
Now,
you gave me a headache. You know that?
Breon, you're not gonna like this news here.
What's up, though?
All right, so our first match of the night was the Iconics versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Naomi and Carmella. The loser would have to take on the number 2 spot, so pretty much starting the match off in the Elimination Chamber, taking on the losers of last night, Sasha and Bayley. Well, just Bayley, because Sasha is just like laying out injured. But
that's for Elimination Chamber?
Yeah. So unfortunately, Naomi actually pinned your girl Mandy. So So Fire and Desire will open up the Elimination Chamber against the Boston Hug Connection.
I don't care what anybody says. Boston Hug Connection is a great tag name.
It sounds like a knockoff Rock and Sock.
You said Boss of Love or Boss and Love? Or Hug and Hug? Boss and stupid.
Now y'all already know who I think is gonna win, but we'll save that for Friday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. That's pretty easy.
Because I know Breon's not gonna like my pick anyway.
No, I'm not gonna like my pick, but I agree with your pick.
Who do you think I'm gonna say then, Breon?
I think you're gonna say the Boss and Pug or whatever.
Oh, wrong. I'm gonna say the Iconics.
Wow.
I told you we're gonna like my pick.
Well, I'm going to agree with
Wait. Is this the Apocalypse?
Exactly.
No.
Dude, that didn't take you for an Iconics fan, especially after all that mocking and Becky they did early on. I wouldn't take it.
Well, I kind of like the comics, but
Don't trip with all that backtracking. Be ashamed if you fail.
I'm all about what you guys know that.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to wonder.
James, you're a married man. I don't think Becky wants married men.
She wants you.
I'm not married, and she's single.
I wasn't talking to you.
Hey, yo, Jamie, I'm done with you. Okay. All right, I have an announcement to make, and you may laugh at this. You may call me a simple mark, but I have to turn in my fan card for the Usos.
Oh my, because they're 49ers fans?
Because they are 49ers fans, I cannot be a fan of the Usos.
The 49ers know how to run the ball towards.
I don't need that negativity in my life, bro.
Just, you don't need a Super Bowl wins in your life.
We have one. Wow.
No, should have two. Let's literally make this the easiest thing ever. It's as easy as blinking, and let's just fuck it up.
That's why I said. Did you see the second part of my message when I said to you what I say? No sweat, Keith.
Yes.
And then you were like, stop. I was like, look, the hole was open, and I had to ignore Pete Carroll and run through it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part.
I'm still mad that you said no sweat, Keith. I'm mad that you said that shit.
It just like I said no sweat, and then I just looked. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just say Keith here and see what he says.
You know what I was gonna?
James.
Yeah, what's up?
Jamie wants to know, can you speak Australian?
A little bit.
Let's see. We need this. Go ahead. Let's do this.
Oh.
This should be fun. The floor is yours, James.
Oh my god, I can't do it. My neighbors are asleep. I don't want to let.
Yo, my parents will get mad at me now, so I know what you mean.
Rusty?
Did he say Rusty?
How are you? Oh.
Jamie, the answer is no.
Oh, how are you? Oh, that's. He said a little bit.
We're gonna act like that didn't happen. We're gonna continue talking about the Usos here. They were on the.
You've been speaking Australian for your entire life. Just word of wisdom.
Hey, dog, look, 21 Savage has been putting up a front this whole time and trying to hide his British accent.
Oh my god. Breon, don't do it like that.
Dog, as soon as he said a little bit, I'm like, no, bro. Surely.
Oh, my fault. I had to Breon, I forgot to introduce you.
For this.
Breon, Breon, I forgot to introduce you to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, but we have a royal man himself, Sir Savage the 23rd.
Oh boy. What's up? 23 Savage, I'll take that.
Sir Savage the 23rd, because we have everybody that's a Savage now has to be called Sir Savage the blank.
That's fine. I'm sure we got some ladies in there. Savage dresses.
Savages.
Linked up. So what happened next?
So evidently Miz made a Mandy joke. Did anybody hear the Mandy joke? I was in the getting my clothes out dryer.
Okay, so basically the Miz and Shane were on McMiz TV, which is a stupid name. They called out the Usos. The Usos came out there, or basically they were talking trash back and forth. They did the whole tag team quiz. Miz got a pop for saying that his favorite minor league team is the Toledo Mud Hens.
Heck is that?
And then, so they keep talking more. They went on to say they're the best tag team in the world. The Usos took offense to that. So much so when Jay did the most gangster thing I've ever seen, the Miz was going to start talking. Jay snatched the mic out of the Miz's hand and spiked it on the ground. And said, and Jimmy was like, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. And they proceeded to just bury the Miz and Shane on the mic.
I really hope the Usos win this match.
I hope so too.
Because I don't need Shane holding that title too long. Jamie sent me something real quick. Let's see what Jamie had to say.
Why I know Grandpa James couldn't speak Australian. He got too many shrimps on the barbie he's been eating this love.
Yo, Jamie has issued a challenge to you.
Can we not do this? My neighbors are asleep. My neighbors are sleeping.
So forget that.
I don't think he wants that smoke, Jamie. But this was actually a pretty solid segment here. So this did the job, and I'm satisfied with it. Now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, I suppose, the gauntlet match. So it is true that Mustafa Ali is not clear to wrestle on Sunday night. I don't know. They didn't disclose. I know he got the black eye last Tuesday.
Yeah. He said his back got messed up from getting choke slammed on the table. Damn. So it was like a culmination of a bunch of injuries. So.
Yeah, he just needs some R&R, but he'll be all right. So, and his replacement, guess who we got? I'm gonna give you an idea. He likes pancakes.
Oh God! Is it? Wait, it's not Big E, is it?
Come on, it's another one.
Kofi.
Yep, it's Kofi.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
But good news, because Kofi Kingston had a really great showing tonight. This was probably one of the best showings I've seen from Kofi in a while. So he started off the match against Daniel Bryan. And this match actually started about 9 o'clock.
Yeah, damn.
So just wait till you see how what went down. So I'm gonna just let you know now. He started wrestling about 9 o'clock. Guess what time he finished wrestling?
9:30.
Try 9:58.
We don't do that in WWE. This is an NWA. We don't have hour-long matches, like.
No, he went almost an hour.
Jeez. Now I gotta watch that. I gotta see that.
So he started off. It was a gauntlet. So he started off against Daniel Bryan, and it started off slow. I mean, Daniel Bryan is pretty much a technical guy, so you expect him to be kind of methodical with his movements. So this started off nice and slow, nice methodical start to the match. It started picking up. It got to the point where I was enjoying it. So I'm like, okay, this could be a really good start to this match. Kofi Kingston won here. The New Day and Rowan were all kicked out from ringside. Daniel Bryan was going for his running knee, and he got caught with a Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan got upset.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. So out comes brother, not Nero. And this wasn't really as good, but at the same time, it was still a solid match. Jeff Hardy got some good spots in, and then Kofi Kingston. Brown, when have you ever seen Kofi Kingston win with the SOS?
That's been quite a while.
Last time I remember, he beat Drew McIntyre with it for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh gosh, and that was when. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't in bad graces at that time. This was well before 3MB time.
Yeah.
Way before.
Oh yeah, Chris, I am well aware. Mitt, hey James, Mitt said you're fickle. Why are we all coming for James? Danny said something up here too. I need to see what Danny said because he was waiting for it.
Oh God.
Shout out to Ralph Wells. I say Miz and Shane keeps belts to Fastlane. Wait, there's another pay-per-view for WrestleMania? No, I didn't realize we had another pay-per-view. See, I'm thinking this was the final stop.
I'm gonna take a little heat for this, but I don't give a damn. SmackDown Live bores me. It bored me because Becky wasn't there. Shit.
Oscar wasn't there, but I still watched it.
Andrade wasn't there, but I still watched it.
I don't know. That just really, you're really starting to show how fickle you are, James.
Critical.
Change it.
Change it.
It's a compliment. Appreciate it.
Change it. But
guys, I know this isn't WWE related, but listen to this.
Sure.
Matt Jackson's wife on Twitter, she said Matt just pitched we get a Young Bucks toilet and call it Super Kick Potty.
Oh, okay.
That is genius, but okay. Do it.
Thank you. Let's see what she looks like, though. I'm hitting up the Google, folks.
And you know, this really brings me back. Thank you, Chris. That really brings me back to the fact that they should have had a dual branded. This should have been a SmackDown branded pay-per-view, and Fastlane should have been Raw. Then you could have had, because I don't believe for 1 second that Asuka should be able to just like chill Sunday. She needs to have something to challenge her to get her ready for WrestleMania.
Yeah, like Sonya Deville.
Somebody help my mother. This is wrestling related. I need to say this. I don't know if I should feel ashamed or proud of myself, but I got my mom to watch wrestling. I got my mother into wrestling. I don't know if I should be ashamed or proud of myself for that. Tell me if I should.
You should be proud. I can't get either of my parents into it. You should be proud of that.
The Sleepy Savages.
Here, I've met your mom. Bruh, I've met your mom, and the fact that you were able to succeed in that, you get a standing O for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you sure do.
Breon and Isaac, I don't know how y'all going to feel about this one, though. Jamie said if Isaac and Breon were a tag team, guess what their team name would be? Do y'all really want to know?
Yeah.
Sleepy Savages.
What now?
Sleepy Savages.
Say it one more time.
Sleepy Savages.
I mean, I'm okay with the second part. Isaac, you might have to talk with that man about the first part. You might have to have
Sleepy.
coming to Jesus.
The Sleepy Savages, really? Is that what we're doing now?
I don't know. He likes the Sleepy Isaac thing. I don't know why. I didn't come up with it.
What can I do to change that? I gotta get that out of my system.
You have to wake up, man. You gotta be lively. You can't be sleepy, I guess.
Oh man,
Bruh, do you guys know how I go in?
Mitch, we're not gonna sit here and have him do a tag team name for me and Dilworth, okay?
no, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Jamie, go ahead. Have fun with that. We're gonna talk about Joe and while you do that, we're going to talk about Samoa Joe and Kofi Kingston. At this point here, I really thought that Samoa Joe was going to win this match. I thought that Samoa Joe was going to make quick work of him, take out AJ, and then walk out and then be Orton and Joe. But to my surprise, Kofi Kingston actually pulled off the win here. And I got to give a shout out to Chris Dilworth, because Dilworth actually, I was in his little stream, his little thread watching on SmackDown. And he said, I feel like Kofi's going to win here. And he was almost right. Kofi almost won out. But I said, I don't know. I feel like Joe's going to win here. Like 2 minutes after I finished typing that, Kofi ends up pulling off the win. I was like, well, call me surprised. And at this point, it's like 7:50. So we're sitting here at 7:51. Isaac says, we have 9 minutes left in this show. And we still haven't seen Randy Orton yet. And we're at AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston. So then I was like, well, you know what? Something tells me that we're going to see this match end at an RKO out of nowhere in a quick fashion, 1, 2, 3. And what happens? We get AJ Styles and Kofi Kingston going all the way until 7:58. I mean, they put a lot into those few minutes of what they had.
All the way into win? Hold on, I got it. All the way to win?
7:58.
Look at me.
7:58 win? You mean 9:58, right?
Chump.
Wow, it was 7:58. So,
even on.
Anybody in it was 7:58 in somewhere.
Y'all shut up.
In Arizona, it was 7:58. Okay.
In Arizona, it was 6:58.
Okay, in New Mexico, it was 6. In New Mexico, it was 7:58. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Somewhere, doggone it was 7:58, and you know it. I don't care what time it was. Anywhere, it was 7:58. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
7:58 because Dallas is 2 hours behind.
Okay, it's not. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Okay, you remember it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Wait, what time would it be in Dallas? I thought they were 2 hours behind us.
I don't know. We got a few texts up. Chris, if you're still up here, what time is it where you at? Necklace sugar nipples. What in the world did that just walk into? The necklace sugar nipples.
Oh, yeah, exactly right. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Let me be right in peace then, doggone it.
I don't think that's how we're going to do this.
Hey, bike up. So it was my fault. 9:58 on our side of the world. By the time the match ended, Randy Orton didn't show up until until 10 o'clock. It was like 9:59, 56 when Randy Orton hit the RKO. And then 1, 2, 3. And all he got the chance to do was, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Randy Orton, and they cut off. It's like that quick. But nonetheless, I'm actually going to go on a limb. And I know many people might not be, I don't know. I want to see how many people are going to agree with me when I say this. I feel like this, even though it was shorter, I feel like I enjoyed this gauntlet match a little bit better than I enjoyed the one last year leading into Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, this one was fun.
So who I just need to see who agrees with that statement. People listening, which one did y'all enjoy more? This year's gauntlet match or last year's gauntlet match?
So I like this one because I don't think everybody expected Kofi to get that far, especially Kofi. Like I bet people were thinking, "Oh, AJ's gonna get that spot," or like
yeah, especially out of the blue.
Or even if Mustafa didn't get injured, I bet it would have been Mustafa.
I actually said that.
Yes, because SmackDown is blue, out of the blue. You're on to something tonight.
I'm on to something or on something?
You're on to something. I'm proud of you.
I'm always on to something.
Anybody just see the picture I just put in there?
I'm about to
I'm
say.
still trying to find this correct Granby Street, but you know, that's besides the point.
Tracy Savage Army Man says no Savage will ever willingly agree with this move. But this was fun and the right amount of time.
Exactly. And I feel like it got to the point after last year. My biggest issue with last year's is after Seth Rollins was eliminated, it kind of just like fell flat.
It did. This got better.
And even with Randy Orton's short RKO 1, 2, 3, I mean it was expected, but who doesn't love a good RKO?
Seriously, he's a heel. He's a heel too. That's what's fun.
Oh yeah, I mean Randy Orton's just a heel anyway. Just don't shake his hand, all right?
Yeah.
I hate you.
All good. Anything is fun.
I'm gonna play this one more time before we do our final thoughts because I know a lot of people missed it. So this is again Tori's message about the unfortunate passing of Pedro Morales. So here we go again.
Hello, everybody. This is Tori representing Resolution. We are saddened to know that we lost Pedro Morales, a WWE Hall of Famer. He was the first ever, according to the WWE, a Triple Crown champion. He's a former WWE champion. He's a former WWE United States champion, Intercontinental champion, and multiple-time World Tag Team champion. His career has spanned several decades before retiring in 1987. He teamed up with the likes of Dusty Rhodes, been in the ring with guys like Freddie Blassie and others. He was one of the greatest of all time. My heart goes out to his family. My heart goes out to those who have been his fans for years. My heart goes out to those who know this man for years. Pedro Morales is a multiple-time champion, and as a fan of wrestling myself, he will be missed by everyone. So if you wanted to know more about Pedro Morales, I would urge you to go to online and do your research on this man. He's a great champion, one of the greatest of all time. And to the fans, for those of you who know about Pedro Morales, please educate some of us who doesn't know about him. And for anybody else who want to know about Pedro Morales, I urge you to go online and do your research. You're a legend.
So that was the unfortunate news that I was brought to while I was working out there. So that's unfortunate news that I was really hoping that we didn't have to see today. It always sucks when you have to see somebody go.
Hey, Anthony, you mind if I add something that Tori forgot?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do want to point out to those of you that don't know, this man, and this is a subject that most people, like especially new generation people, from like 2000 Ruthless Aggression, don't know. This man was also double champion in 1917 when he won the WWF United States Championship. For those that think, and a Ruthless Aggression is when they stole it from WCW, like their pay-per-views. No, they had a United States title years ago, way before WCW was ever the concept. And he is actually the only man, because it's an active title in WWE now, he's the only quadruple crown champion in WWE history. Only in the United States, Intercontinental Tag, and, well, he's not the only, he's the first. And, yes, Intercontinental. If he was alive today and done that would be a pretty impressive feat today.
I think we're gonna get that moment at WrestleMania.
But I will say this. Anthony. As far as Pedro Morales goes, if you want to know, you're actually going to get into that. Me and Tori are going to talk about him on Thursday on Retro and History Block. So if you want to know more, if not, you can we'll talk about his career, you know, who he's actually faced, and why do you be surprised if you're really savvy on names.
All right. Donovan. Clarkson said check your Clarkson said answer your messenger.
I'm kind of on the show right now.
All right. I'm just the messenger. But I mean I didn't have too much else. It wasn't really too much content. I mean, it was quality content, but the quantity of it wasn't really that much. But I mean, we got a quality show tonight, so I'm not too mad about that. What did y'all think?
I liked it. Go to.
Yeah, I know James wasn't happy because no Becky.
They're against Louisville. They're playing against Louisville in Louisville. It's the fact that Duke just tied it up in the 3.
This is why you never doubt your team, Isaac. What?
Scoots look pissed.
All right, so y'all ready for final thoughts?
Sure.
All right. Breon, start us off today.
God, my final thoughts. Like I said, I didn't watch SmackDown, so I guess I'm gonna have to get caught up on that. I did. Excuse me.
You didn't miss nothing.
Oh, well, that's a shame. You just saying that because Becky's not there.
Obviously.
To, taking back my predictions crown because it needs to come home. It's about that time. So I hope to see you good gents on Friday evening when we will once again merge the Savage and the predictions. So let's just make it happen. And I'm taking it home. If not for this pay-per-view, for the next pay-per-view. If not for the next pay-per-view, then definitely WrestleMania.
I feel like WrestleMania is going to be one of those ones that's going to be really something to predict too.
Oh, you could be right.
You did good. You did good, Tori. I really appreciated that. I actually shared it to the Instagram page too. By the way, before I get to James, I'm gonna go ahead and plug the Instagram page. TWS.2018 is the not Twitter, Instagram. I need to find Twitter, but Instagram TWS.2018. Definitely follow that. I'm sharing some pictures, videos, memes, and everything like that. I actually went back and found an old video of EC3 when he was Derek Bateman back in the original NXT where he was learning a heel hook from the old Daniel Bryan, and he was goofing off so much that Daniel Bryan kicked him in the face. So go check that out. I actually tagged him in and I said, I think I found EC1. So, James, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is everybody don't forget Impact's Homecoming. Johnny Impact versus Brian Cage for the world title. And Tony Rockwood versus Delta Blanchard in the street fight.
Okay.
Isaac, one second. Let me say this. Breon, Jamie said, thanks for ignoring my question on Messenger.
Oh. Wait.
Isaac, go ahead. While Breon go finds that, go ahead, Isaac.
Correction. It is called Uncaged. called Uncaged. It is now a four-way between Johnny Impact, Philip, and Brian Cage.
Thank you, Isaac. I'm definitely too
Yep. It is now a four-way. Tessa versus Kaya. Street fight still going on. AAA and Impact are having a World Cup match. And then yeah. So also doing it now, Rosemary. Oh, by the way, that's two people down, one to go. As far as wrestlers coming back from injury. Rosemary returned this year. So does Bushi return this year. They don't come back to return. That'll be good.
I'm going to leave you all with a match to go look out for. House of Glory posted a match that happened over the weekend. We all know that Rey Fenix was injured this week. Last week, my fault. Stinger, he will be out for a few weeks, so it's not going to hurt his match at AEW's all Double or Nothing. But it did hinder him from having his title match against LAX at House of Glory's show in New York. So, for those who have been keeping up with Impact, you all know how much Pentagon Jr. and Sami Callihan hate each other so much. So, the funny thing is, Pentagon Jr. and Sami Callihan actually teamed up to take on LAX. So I'm going to check that match out myself. I haven't had the chance to watch it yet, but I will be posting that to the page. So please do check that out. Grandpa James should be the one to tell Chris Dilworth to watch Impact. Yes, we're gonna get Dilworth to watch Impact. That is the plan for 2019. You all stay smooth, stay golden, stay sleepy, and stay necklace.
Yeah, I have a don't disrespect me like that. Yeah, don't disrespect me like that.
Well, wake up, everybody!
Don't you know? Hang on, Anthony, I got this. Don't you ever, and the crack means ever, put disrespect on this man's name. And I mean the boulder.
Hey, Brian, just about assault that one with Duke got the dub, by the way.
Fuck. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good.
Duke Ball. Oh wait, they lost. They won, so I can't say Duke Ball. I can only say Duke Ball when they lose.
Actually, I'd say Duke Ball when they win.
I say Duke Ball. I like saying Duke Ball when they lose because I like trolling Duke fans. Because, every single time I see them win, I always got to get these, slew of messages saying Duke Ball.
No, I'm talking about Anthony. Keep trying, Anthony.
Yeah, I like trolling Duke fans. It's fun. Even though a lot of my friends are Duke fans, so it's like, I'm cool with you all, but I still got to troll y'all.
Oh, Leon. Yeah. You get final say on who's going to be on the show this Friday.
Ah, okay.
Except one person who gets to be there.
Who's that?
Wait, what?
My Drake. He won. He's still the predictions king.
Oh, my goodness. With that being said, you all...
Wait. Yeah. The only reason he won it again is because, he's not the prediction king anymore. Isaac is.
Okay, All right. I'm gonna go ahead and log off real quick, but I do need to say we're gonna get Dilworth to watch Impact, and we're gonna get Clarkson to walk with Elias in 2019. You all stay smooth. They can smell what the boulder is cooking and everything, all that good stuff. Actually, I like cooking too, but that's besides the point. Y'all be easy.
mean?
We got